Nothing is more beautiful than watching the grace of a two-person synchronized quilting team. Welcome to Panto Partners Synchronized Quilting Challenge. In this challenge, two paired teams will compete by quilting with a pantograph in unison using the Qnique 21X Elite with rear handles and Qnique laser stylus. They will be judged on their precision, speed, synchronicity, and showmanship. For this demonstration, our synchronized quilters are Jenna and Sabrina. They're going to be checking their laser alignment, making sure that it is ready to go. Each of them will have to keep their hand on the machine at all times and their other hand around each other. They are using the Qnique 21X Elite. The 21X Elite is the perfect machine for this challenge because it has such a large quilting space. They are keeping perfect on that pantograph with the laser. Here we go as they come off of the stage. I have a couple of our competitors here for the Pantos Challenge. Would you introduce yourself and tell us what you do here at Grace Company?
Absolutely. I'm Allegra and Jarek, and I'm an account executive here.
And I'm Jarek and Jarek, also an account executive.
Can you tell me what strategy you plan to use in today's competition?
Absolutely. Our strategy for this competition is just pure raw talent. Neither of us have trained for this, but we are ready to go. We know we're going to win this, and we know this is the year for us.
All right. And what about something you might want to say to your competitors?
Like Ad was saying, we're like pure raw talent, like raw honey versus like filtered honey. And we're just like so ready for this, even though we don't have practice, like raw talent. I don't know what to say. So maybe like shake and tremble because of like our amazing talent, basically. So, yeah.
Well, I'm really excited to see what they do. Let's get to the challenge.
All right, Keena. Now, that little spin right there, that in my eyes, that just wins it for the whole thing.
That is a very strong start and a foreshadow of the beautiful twirls and curves that they are doing with this panto right now.
I have a little backstory on this couple. They are actually cousins.
Oh, wow. I thought there was some resemblance there. That's awesome.
Look at that camaraderie. You know they've been friends for a long time.
Now, I like the way they go into the points for the star here. It's very different motion to go from curves to point, and they went into the points on that star very easily.
I don't know. It looks like Jarek might be pushing Allie over a little bit.
Well, that is the other thing. That is the challenge. You have to get your rhythm of when to move left and right with the machine. So if you are doing it synchronized, that is another thing.
Look at that concentration on their faces.
Now they're moving together. You can see the synchronicity happening both behind the machine and on the free motion quilting.
They've definitely gotten to a rhythm now. Their little tiny steps that are in sync as they move across the frame.
Now, I'm a little curious how they're going to handle the space at the top of the frame. They're a little close to the top of the frame, so the loops are being cut off up there. But we have a nice amount of quilting space at the bottom. And this is a pretty good all-over design because you can pretty much go in any direction. But with the panto, you kind of have to follow the predetermined design and direction. And I think they're doing a great job with that.
They are, yes.
And I love their use of the variegated thread.
Oh, they're coming to an end. Let's see how they can finish this off.
We just have one last corner of that quilt to go. And I love their focus. They really are together on this.
And they just make it look so easy. It's like they're writing on a piece of paper.
Only area I could see might be a slight issue is at the top. They're very close to the top of that design there. It's getting cut off ever so slightly.
Oh, and now the finale.
Beautiful.
Very nice, very nice. The bows are the greatest bows I've ever seen.
Now that the competition is over, how do you think it went?
I think it went fantastic. We did bottom out a little bit, but I think even though we did come into that problem, I think we crossed that obstacle with flying colors.
If you could change anything, what would you change?
I wouldn't change anything. Like I said, not raw, natural talent. There's a little bit, some people would say it's not technically accurate, but Mother Nature is 100% accurate when she's working her moves. And, you know, trees don't look straight. So there's a little bit off here and there, but that's because that's what the actual flow was. So it's actually the most accurate out of anyone, hands down.
All right, let's take a look at the scoreboard and see how you did.
That was a great analogy right there. A tree isn't straight, neither is their sewing.
Absolutely. And can we just talk about that entrance in? I just love that twirl in. It just set the tone for the type of quilt design that they would be doing.
Definitely, definitely. It literally, you can just tell that they practiced that move over and over and over again so that they were ready.
You have to have a good, clean start, a strong start with confidence, following along with those loops and these meandering loops. And I love the way they come to the stars and they go from curve to point and off to the curves again, just getting into the flow. And you really just have to breathe and be one with the machine. And I love the way that their physicality with the quilt machine is helping their flow. That's important.
Kina, I'm feeling that if they would have taken advantage of edge warning, they wouldn't have hit the back of the machine to the back of the frame when they were up at the top.
Yeah, edge warning definitely could have helped with that. But what you want to do is you want to pay attention to the positioning and leave yourself a little space. So also you could mark it, and the edge warning would have helped with that.
Okay, Kina, I have some numbers here for you. So we have 3 judges. Our first judge gave Allegra and Jarek 8.2. Our next judge, 6.2. And our last judge, 8.3, for a total score of 7.6.
So I think that was really competitive. I don't know, that seemed kind of straight. I felt maybe a few points off for flattening out the top, but going into those points, the loops, the synchronicity, I thought they should have given him a higher score than that.
I agree with you. I do believe that the judge that gave the 6.2, I think that they were a little harsh. I think it was a pretty good job. Let's see how our next competitors do. I can't wait to see.
We have seen some great competitors today. Let's check in with our next pair. Can you tell me who you are and what you do here at Grace Company?
Yes, my name's Justice Daniels, and I'm the Director of Marketing here at Grace Company.
And I'm Laurel Daniels, and I'm the Assistant Sales Manager.
What strategy do you plan to use on today's competition?
I plan to be a good partner and follow Laurel.
Oh, see, I was just going to follow you.
Oh, no. Well, we got to figure that out, I guess.
And lastly, is there anything you'd like to say to your competition?
we're going to crush you. We're going to take it home right here for gold.
Woo! Good luck.
All right, let's see if they can do it.
So Justice and LJ are newlyweds. They've only been married for just 1 year.
Oh.
And LJ, also known as Laurel here, she is actually Jarek's sister, our other competitor, and Allie's cousin. I also am not sure that it's fair that they get a team of 3, and Allie and Jarek only got a team of 2.
Oh, you make a valid point. That's true. They have a third person on their team. I don't know. This is not a level playing field here.
No, it could help them or it could hurt them.
Yeah, let's see. Well, coming out of the gate, I will say these are some beautiful loops. They have total control. Look at that flow, that Panto going around. They are handling those curves like they are on, I don't know, the Fast and the Furious.
They are. They have a good speed, and it looks like they're really synchronized. Coming right out of the gate, it looked like they were just totally in sync.
I don't know. I think that third team member is guiding or doing something, because this speed, the smoothness at which they are sailing around and hitting those points, this is pretty good. Boom! Look at the cross of that point of that star there. That's magnificent.
Good work here.
Great speed and filling up the space. The spacing, I think they have the perfect amount of space at the top. Let's see if they have the same problem the last team had, but I don't think so. And that is another great match point of coming into out of that star shape.
Look at them work together, trying to stay in sync.
Wonderful work. They didn't overshoot it. The stitching is very consistent. I'm not sure which mode they're stitching in, but those stitches are fantastic.
Oh, we're coming back. Watch out for that baby belly right there.
I know.
Sorry about that.
They're smoking. I gotta say, they're definitely crushing it here.
They are. I'm excited to see the scores here.
And coming down the long last home stretch.
We did it.
Boom. And
Beautiful work.
absolutely stunning. Wow, that was amazing.
Looks like you did your best in that competition. How do you think you did?
I think we did pretty good. Individually, I think there's some things I could improve, but it was a really fun time.
No, I think we did a fantastic job, and we're going to clinch the win.
Woo! Now that it's over, if you could change anything, what would you do differently?
Maybe at the end, we got a little excited that we had finished the pattern, and I think we kind of ran into each other. So maybe just take a little bit more of a step apart.
Right, well, let's take a look at what the judges thought.
I think the ending was perfect. I think that little bump at the end just showed how much they loved each other and loved spending time with each other.
Absolutely. And if they didn't say anything, I would have thought the bump was planned.
Well, one of the bumps was. All right, it's time to announce a winner. Let's go to the judges and see how Justice and Laurel did. Our first judge gave 8.6. Our second judge, 7.2. Our third judge, 8.5, for a total of 8.1.
And there you have it, our winners. Well deserved.
Congratulations, Justice and Laurel, and baby who hasn't come yet.
What a wonderful team of 3.